Have you ever asked yourself who has the hardest job in your team? Is it the IGL, is it the Star Rifler, or is it the entry fragger? And that is why in today's video we're diving into every role in CS2 and then we are ranking the top 5 hardest roles to master, from the tough to absolutely brutal. So if you really want, you can already write a comment down below and guess who has the hardest job. But before that, as always guys, don't forget to check out the giveaway here on YouTube and on Discord. Everything is down in the description below. And now a quick word from our sponsor. With Skins Monkey, you can easily trade your CS skins just a few clicks. It's a fully automated trading platform with 24/7 live chat support and a massive inventory of skins to choose from. When you trade at least $10 worth of skins, you get up to $5 for free as a bonus. To maximize it, trade $100 and grab that extra $5 bonus. Skins Monkey also offers a 35% bonus when you use my code SHIFTERZ, and also check out their free section for awesome giveaways. Click the link below, use my code, and now back to the video. So before we rank the hardest roles, here's a quick breakdown of what each one does. Starting off with the IGL, and he is basically the guy who calls the shots, adjusts mid rounds, and takes all of the information he receives from everybody else and builds a plan around it. Even if you're not fragging, you still need to keep up the comms and keep giving good information to your teammates. Then we have the entry fragger. He's the first one in, dies early, but open up space and gives key info. Mostly he's overlooked because of his stats. However, he is also a very important position in your team. And then we of course have the AWPer, the one player that everyone is going to fear the most. And that is simply because of its one-shot kill potential and the overall impact an AWPer can have. And then we have the support. He throws flashes, smokes, drops guns, and sets everyone else up to succeed. One of the most underrated roles, I would say. However, a very crucial role to have in your team. And then we have the Star Rifler, your main fragger, the guy who is flexible, smart, and consistently delivering kills. And on the other side of that, we have the Lurker. He works the opposite side of the map, pushes rotations, and sneaks into the sites and tries to backstab the enemies. And then we have some CT specific sides, and that is obviously the Rotator. He's the one who will float between both sides, helping out where he's needed. And then we have the big side anchors. They hold a large site, solo or play together in retake setups, and obviously game sense is a must here. And on the other side, we have the small side anchor. He holds the small sites like B on Mirage and gets rushed a lot and must try to delay or frag out. So now let's count down the 5 hardest roles in CS2. These are ranked based on the decision making load, mechanical skill, and pressure. And this is going to be my take because most likely all of these roles are going to be very dependent on the character you are, and that is why I will rank the 5 hardest roles from my perspective. So let's start off from the small side anchor. Why is it hard? You're often alone and the first one to see action. You need perfect utility, strong positioning, and confidence to take fights or delay them until help arrives. One wrong move and the site is basically gone. Then we have the Star Rifler. Why is it hard? You're expected to get kills, always. Whether it's straightening your entry, holding map control, or clutching in a 1v2. This role demands mechanical consistency and mental resilience. Then we have the AWPer, and the reason why this is the case is because you have the most expensive gun and the most pressure to deliver. Missed shots cost rounds. You need smart positioning, good game sense, and perfect coordination with the team to maximize the impact of the AWP. Then for the second hardest role, in my opinion, it's the entry fragger. And why is it hard? It's because you're the bait. You must break into sites, absorb utility, and win opening duels, all while communicating enemy positions and movements. Few roles demand as much mental and mechanical sharpness at the same time as this one, especially if your entry fragging isn't going according to plan, which means you're just getting shot in the face. And now to my number 1 hardest role, it's the in-game leader. Why do I personally say the in-game leader is the hardest position to play? You're playing everyone's role in your head. You need to read enemy setups, coordinate with your team's movement, adjust mid rounds, and still IGL, you need to be able to frag out. You have to be able to take in information and absorb that and process it well and give according to that the perfect call in the perfect second. And if something is not going according to plan, your entry fragger isn't fragging or your star rifler is having an off game, you need to adjust on the fly and compensate according to that problem. And that is why in this position you need someone who has a lot of charisma and understands the game, can handle high stress situations and be able to adapt very quickly. So that was my personal take on the hardest roles that you can take upon yourself in CS2. I know not everyone is going to agree on this, since some of you guys might be natural leaders, natural fraggers or whatever, but those were my top 5 roles that demand the most from the top tier players. So I think the only thing to ask from you is, if you want, let me know down your top 5 roles. Which one would you say is the hardest out of all of these roles that I've mentioned? And as always guys, don't forget to check out all of the relevant links down in the description below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like and hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one.